Jeb Bush has a message for anyone with nefarious intent coming to San Antonio. Don't mess with the Alamo.
Many of these monuments could do better, perhaps in a museum or an educational facility. But that's not going to solve the problems that we see in our streets or in our issues.
Yeah, I was saying to myself, Applebee's always right. It's like if you feel cornered, you feel like there's no transparency, then you just rewrite speak. Whatever.
In 1598, Oñate was New Mexico's governor who was accused by many of killing hundreds
now it's so polarized where like you start getting charged from both sides and stuff like that. Like, hey, wait a minute, what about us? What about us?
I'm breaking right now in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a different Oñate statue was being protested.
That's like asking you if I was tell me how you really feel. You know what I mean?
It's unclear who fired the shot. We do know the New Mexico Civil Guard was on hand.
Tell me how you really feel.
Meantime, in Chicago, police are investigating vandalism of two historical statues. A 100-year-old statue of George Washington that was covered in graffiti, including, quote, slave owner and burn down the White House. Chicago University professor of African American Studies Lionel Kimball says it's better to have a conversation about what Washington means instead of destroying history. A Christopher Columbus monument on Chicago's west side also appears to have been vandalized. In Delaware, a statue of Caesar Rodney was taken down, though we don't know if it's a permanent move or simply to protect the statue. Rodney signed the declaration.
I don't know what this is. I'm trying to do everything about this here, profiling, and they're saying, oh, he's trying to kick some knowledge and whatnot. And someone brings back to this girl I used to mess with, rather. And be like, oh, such and such. Hey, you know what? Call it what you want. You know what I mean? Call it what you want. You know what I mean? It be an octopus or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Chris Gallagher.
It didn't matter. I mean,
thank you so much.
That was like 30 years ago. And he's still holding on to ice, some of that. That's why.
If the right ever took over a city, conservative Republicans
that's like only someone else. Like, that's like someone.
You can't even find stories about Seattle.
That's all. Even in that situation, you watch stuff like Starship Troopers or something like that, and you're really just hallucinating. And it's that whole, give us an answer. We need answers for something. Oh, I do. You know what I mean? I don't have fucking answers. I'm brainchild for anything like that. I want. You want solutions? What about it? You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking have coronas. I mean, I might come. I might get inundated with zoster, but like, it doesn't happen. I suppress it. You know what I mean? Because like, so if I go past El Grove Boulevard and I'm like, why don't I live here? Why do I not live here? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I don't sit up here playing George Washington murals or statues, and all that stuff. I don't sit up here and do that. And if I did, I'd probably have to do community service for it. You know what I mean? So whether you say, oh yeah, I activated Shima, like, hey, that's funny. Yeah, we treated your life all messed up, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, in Metropolitan. In Metropolitan, all we do is, you know, shop at like Benetton and like, and Crate and Barrel and figure it out whatever, you know. When you want to say, it's like, you know, offending or something like that, because like, you know, the whole idea is like the ransomware, like, you work for money, like, you know what I mean, and something to that effect. And like I said, right, it's like, what? You're appropriated to be like in the middle of this. I mean, if you're twice removed, from the idea of it, like, but you say you can't acknowledge something. What are you trying to say when I say Nissan, McDonald's was my spot? I mean, what does that mean? I mean, what does that sound like to you? McDonald's was my spot, where right in the drive. Well, I mean, what does that sound like to you? I mean, isn't that some? Wasn't that like an Oscar winner that you like for like 2018? I'm like, I had to fill something out today. Like, what was 2018? Did I get assaulted in 2018? I'm not sure. You know, because it's usually the benchmark of the years. You know what I mean? I mean, like matter.
The point is pretty clear.
Assault every day, but
NBC News was applying a double standard in reaction to those two crowds. One of them yet to come.
You work for money and you have Poughkeepsie. Like, nah, player. I turned it down.
Rally outside.
I was bored.
There'd be immunity criticism in the same way that all these protests.
And then not like that. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, like that. You know what I mean? Let's call it. Call it what you want. Oh, sure, man. Big old juicy storm.
It's even available. So when we talk about media coverage, there has been an ongoing.
How was that? What about it? It's like some dude snatching you up and like, Paul, just piss on you like that. Oh, dude, are you crazy?
Who is not a big fan
You trying to send me to fucking Colligan Bay for life?
Under the headline, the American press is destroying.
Dude, that'd be like
itself.
first-degree
He
manslaughter.
says, taking these op-eds off the pages and saying we're not going to have them guarantees that opinion writers and editors alike will shape views to avoid
That's so, dude, that's why it's so reduced in California. It's like, no, ABC, not ABD, ABC.
Newspaper readers will instead be
Around
presented
here.
with page after page of
The
people
ABC.
professing to agree with one another.
ABC.
He says that's not agitation. That's misinformation.
no, look,
I mean, do you worry things will go that far, Britt, that we really will have op-ed pages that are just one
So what
note?
about? But it has the whole fun. It has the whole picturesque idea of what it could be like. The utopian from 50,000 miles up in the air. I don't know where around that.
Writer for the New York Times editorials or